Hey, everybody. It's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update. And the market today has basically been going sideways, with the exception of Dogecoin. Just saying. All right, we're going to just jump over some headlines in the space that is catching my eye. And this is one that, wow, poor Gary Gensler. He is the new SEC chair, but he's not off to a good start. His first official move was to appoint Alex O to the top cop. Less than a week ago, he did that. And she was to lead the enforcement division. But the Financial Times saw the email that she sent to Gensler, and she has given her resignation. Yeah, it comes 2 days after a DC judge raised the possibility of punishing her for accusations that she made to an opposing lawyer during a hearing in the ExxonMobil case. She is representing Exxon, where the oil company is accused of hiring private security forces, and that has led to some loss of life. Yeah, not good. So we'll have to watch and see what he decides to do. Flair Networks, well, the new DeFi platform that will go live in June or July and bringing smart contracts to the world, made an announcement today. They have partnered with Delchain, and that will become the official Flair custodian to keep the tokens safe using Flair's technology. And they have offices in the Bahamas and Singapore. And Delchain is a part of the Deltech group, which is also the Deltech Bank and Trust, which is the custodian of the reserves guaranteeing the stablecoin Tether. So the deputy CEO at Deltech Bank and Trust, yes, he was on Laura Shin's podcast just in January. This would be Gregory Pepin. This is an excellent interview. If you've not seen it, I'm going to put a link to it in the description below. It's very good. And then on April 22nd, we all know that Coinbase Pro announced that they were going to be adding Tether, but actually that has become delayed now, at least 1 month, due to what is being said as a fix that's needed for the API integration. So we'll have to also keep our eye on that. Okay, now to get to the real big news in this particular video, the SBI channel a few hours ago uploaded Mr. Kitao giving his quarterly shareholders presentation. And this was for the fiscal year ending March 31st as the business year for 2020. Yeah, it ends in March for most companies in Japan. And he was looking very good with a fresh haircut, and he gave his talking points to the 189 pages of presentation and took a little bit over an hour. Now, if you are new to this space and you just wonder why there is so much focus on SBI, well, let me just bring out just a few points. It's Ripple's largest outside shareholder, and it's also R3's largest outside shareholder. And Mr. Kitao has publicly said that he wants to dominate, be #1 in the digital asset space globally, and he has set a target date for that of 2 to 3 years from now. He's also taken investments from 30-some banks and Ripple also to expand the use of MoneyTap, which is a mobile payments app that runs on Ripple technology. And he uses the digital asset XRP for various things, to pay salaries of a company esports team. He pays out XRP to the shareholders as a benefit. He also rewards the bondholders with XRP. That is a new program that he just announced. He's also helping to facilitate the use of XRP from Japan to Singapore in remittances with the Sumitomo Group company. And he's building a crypto swaps market through the investment that he made with FX Coin. Okay, I'll stop there. I could really just do that ×2, but I don't want to lose you. So I just will have you take a look at the massive footprint that he has in Asia and beyond. I mean, we're talking about banks, exchanges for securities, financial services, and they reach into companies like China, Vietnam, Cambodia, South Korea, Thailand, Indonesia, Russia, Singapore, Switzerland, the US, Germany. Here you can see the logos of the companies that SBI has put investments into. The ones that are outlined in red are actually those that have IPO'd, and the ones outlined in blue have been part of a merger or acquisition. So the presentation, has been translated into English, so you can hear it in its entirety. At the 1 hour, 6 minute, 50-second timestamp, Mr. Kitao says that after the current lawsuit, Ripple will go public, and that Chris wants to do that. So this was pretty big news, I think, for the XRP holders. And he also said that R3, a company with a very impressive blockchain ecosystem, the ecosystem includes Wells Fargo, MasterCard, Swift. Kitao-san said that they also will go public. So I don't think it's anything that we are too shocked about, but the fact that it is confirmed is, I think, quite something. And he made his position clear that SBI is going to also become a digital asset bank and has already appointed a person in charge. And they are going to enter DeFi, NFTs, CBDCs aggressively being pursued. And my favorite part of the presentation is when he said, "The other day in Thailand, I met with the top-class Thai bank CEO. He said he wants to do digital with me. So I said, sure, let's do it." So we decided. That is Mr. Kitao. He is fast to make his mind up when he wants to do something. He told a story at the XRP meetup in Tokyo that he and Chris Larsen made their agreement to work together the same day they met, like within just an hour or two of their meeting. It was a one-time meet. I'm telling you, it's really rare for Japanese to move that fast. So he is something. He is quite something. In the Japanese media, they are focusing on some other points, though, that came in his presentation. First, that he's going to make 3 more investments into some regional banks. This is part of his 4th mega bank concept. He's trying to build the 4th largest mega bank with rolling these smaller regional banks all together. And also, along with that, he is going to open a new Osaka head office to oversee the new blockchain exchange that he's building. And no, it's not a cryptocurrency exchange. It's an exchange for trading securities. And the new supply chain finance platform, that got a lot of coverage in Japan. It utilizes blockchain, and it was built by R3. It'll focus on Japanese food products. It's very similar to what VeChain is doing. If you know their business model, they're very similar. And I think it's really, it's needed all over the world. VeChain's model really has proved itself, and I think that SBI too will be very, very successful. Interestingly enough, he used the Chawan, which is a bowl used in tea ceremony, to explain the importance of blockchain and how to prove its authenticity. Because the bowl here in Japan, which originated in China, came to Japan in the 13th century. And it is used part of the tea ceremony for drinking the matcha tea. And this quickly, over the course of centuries, became a big art form that was being made by artisans and very famous kilns around the country. And so it started with certain kilns were making certain style bowls for different tea ceremony schools. And I think about 25 different shapes and glazes emerged over, 3, 4, 500 years, and they're extremely collectible, very, very expensive sometimes. Here is one, this one wouldn't even be considered the most expensive, but this particular one is selling on Etsy. It's made in Japan, and it's got a price tag of $2,300. So I have seen some price tags that are just staggering, and the ones that are in museums are pretty much priceless. So the finer bowls will have a stamp or hallmark on them, but it's really, it's not totally proof of its authenticity. So what is then needed to really prove is you need the box, and the box is working as its provenance, if you will, because it does have the stamp and the signature of the artisan in the kiln. So these boxes, if you didn't realize that you're in the fluff now, these boxes are made of paulownia wood, and it keeps artwork, kimonos, jewelry, ceramics in just perfect condition. And the wood has this natural tannin that resists bacteria and insects, and it's just, you can even get a airtight fit because the wood itself doesn't expand and shrink. So these boxes are still handmade in Japan. And yeah, you would think that you can't fall in love with a box. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can. And when you come to Japan, please find a paulownia box. You will be in love. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.